So on this issue, I am joined by Siddharth Sharma, spokesperson Aam Aadmi Party, and Dr. Anil Gupta, spokesperson Bharatiya Janata Party. In studio with me is Brijesh Pandey. But let me just go across to Siddharth Sharma first, and then I'll go to Dr. Anil Gupta. Mr. Sharma, 1,000 रुपए से क्या महिलाओं की समस्या सॉल्व हो जाएगी? Do you think that 1,000 rupees is enough to solve the issue?
Yeah, Kartikeya, when you say 1,000 rupees, whether it is enough or not, is it enough that the central government has taken a loan of 155 lakh crore rupees that works out to nearly 4 lakh rupees per family in India that has been taken as loan by the government of India? So let us not get into a rhetorical question, because then it will be a rhetorical answer. So let us come out of this binary of rhetorics. What Aam Aadmi Party today has done is that, let us understand one thing, that Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi is not a party, it is a government, and the schemes it will bring in will benefit even those people who have not voted for Aam Aadmi Party. That is point number one. Point number two, what is the context to this 1,000 rupees Mahila Samman? In India, there is a culture in which a lot of productive women, the work that productive women do, is hidden behind the curtains and not calculated in the GDP. For example, my mother or my wife or my sister, who is ensuring that my family is well taken care of, she is a homemaker, whatever productive work she is doing, it is not calculated in the GDP. That is why one of the economists, in a very jocular sense, in a kind of a joke, he said that if in India every man divorces his wife and employs that wife as a maid, the GDP of India will maybe double. So jokes aside, that mainly focuses on the point that the women in India, the kind of sacrifices that they make to ensure that the home is running smoothly, they themselves are at a kind of a risk wherein small petty cash, they don't have money in their hands. They have to either ask their elder male family members. So by making sure that 12,000 rupees a year come to their hands, Aam Aadmi Party's government in Delhi, Arvind Kejriwal, is ensuring that the economy starts running more freely. India, as we know, does not have a growth problem. What India has is an incomes problem. Everybody knows that. India is doing well as far as growth is concerned, but those growths are happening in islands of excellence. The other sea, the vast sea, is very deep, and the people are, it's very difficult for people to swim in those deep seas. So if Aam Aadmi Party is giving people those kind of life rafts, and especially not taking any loans, 3 points stand out in Aam Aadmi Party's Delhi budget. One is that it is fiscally very prudent, in the sense that it is making a surplus. Point number two, surplus of nearly 40,000 crore rupees. Point number two, okay, it is not under a single paisa of debt, zero debt government. Third is that it is spending a huge chunk of its resources, nearly 1/3 of its resources, on two very important points that every citizen of India is concerned about: the future of his children and the health of his family. So universal health care, by ensuring that on universal health care, universal education, and women, because it is one thing, Kartikeya, to say that 33% of India's women will be given reservation in some point in the future, the date unknown. That is what the BJP government has done.
You basically
and the difference that 1,000 rupees from tomorrow onwards, from next month onwards, 12,000 rupees. Imagine a common lady, for example, somebody like my mother, who is cooking for me, ensuring that I come on TV and speak well, and ensuring that I get my food. If she gets 1,000 rupees, what is the problem?
Okay, you're saying, basically you're saying it's a good start. Okay, you're saying it's a good start. Dr. Gupta, do you think it's a help or a plain Jane freebie?
Yeah, good evening, Kartikeya ji. Good evening to you and all the viewers. The budget given by Delhi government is self-contradictory. The scheme announced by them and the budget allocation are self-contradictory. I just give some examples to you. They said they have given 2,000 crore rupees for this women welfare scheme, wherein 1,000 rupees will be given. You know, in Delhi, as per the electoral data, there are roughly 72 lakhs of women who are above the age of 18 years. If I take the calculations, with this scheme, only 20 to 22% women, that means hardly 16 lakhs women may get the benefit of this scheme. So that means this is the pick and choose scheme. Who will get benefit, who will not get it? They say that income tax payee, the affluent people will not get, but that is a minimum numbers of the women. So the budget allocation and the actual number of women, they doesn't match. I also quote some other schemes, like in the electric buses. They have said they will have 8,000 electric buses by the end of 2025. But they have allocated only 510 crores. That can hardly get roughly 700 buses. So whatever figures they quoted and how much budget they allocated is contradictory in nature. And last year they had a budget of 78,800 crores. This time they have reduced it to 76,000. That means a reduction of 28,000. Also, they have not contributed even a single rupees for the this air pollution and the Yamuna river pollution. Nothing. And roughly, they said they have a debt free, but Delhi Jal Board, they have given 7,195. Already DJB has a debt of 75,000 crores. From where that will meet? They have no answer. So it is a contradictory in themselves. And I can say many things on this. Like they claim that they are giving this free water to 70 lakhs customers. But previously, few days back, they said they are giving one-time settlement to 13 lakhs customers of Delhi Jal Board. And Delhi Jal Board has a customer base of 23 lakhs only. So all these are contradictory.
Okay.
They are just giving eyewash. And because in their budget, whatever allocation they done and whatever they announce, even you hear the speech of Atishi ji or Kejriwal sir, they say each and every woman of Delhi will get this. Now they say only this much. So, sir, you tell me 70 lakhs women as per the electoral, you can check how they will get. Only peanuts. I can say only the few pick and choose,
Dr. Gupta,
and they will have something.
Okay, I
Yes.
had a different question, Brijesh. This cash to be spent, for example, Narega, the cash to be spent, it was about a work you do. Now there is no work which is happening. What is this? This is not even pocket money. This cash to be spent directly. You can have a rich woman who does not work, and you can have a poor woman who does not work.
See, Kartikeya, I'll just one thing to say on this, which is that this is pure politics, and this is a freebie. And the unfortunate aspect is that every political party does it. Your top man may not say it, but the person who is helming the affairs at the state will vociferously demand for, say, an old pension scheme to be returned to make sure that they win elections. The biggest problem is that, when it comes to marrying pragmatism with your physical prudence, it almost never happens.
Are you saying that there's a freebie addiction that has happened in last 10, 15 years?
Absolutely. I mean, if in the last 7-8 years, if you look at the way,
I'll start from 2009, the farmers' loan.
Suddenly
it was
farmers'
announced.
loan. I mean, if you go for recent example, the whole Himachal Pradesh election was, OPS was a key issue. There are several other states, where the other party, which means, it was announced by the Congress, the BJP, all of them would want to go for these kind of prudence because it is like easy way to attract your voters to yourself. It's a 2-minute Maggi noodle.